Here I am back in the cornfield. The sun is gone, which is necessary because when the sun is out and it's wonderful for painting, it is far too bright for me to capture any of it on camera, at least with the equipment that I have. I will take this opportunity to show you the drying system that I have. And the grass is fairly dry now. It's dried out a little bit, but I did bring plastic. So I will go through showing you how this drying system works. This is a system that I invented for myself when I was painting in the pubs. And I would end up having sometimes 20 or more paintings to somehow carry out to the car at the end of the night when they were still wet. So I created this system with just scrap foam core. All these pieces, I cut little strips, taped them to bigger pieces, and then they fold over like that. So they create a stacking system. When there's a piece of paper, now normally the way that I work this is I cut my paper so that it fit under there and there, so it held it tightly. And I have two of these. I have this one, which is a small one that fits in a bag this size, and I have one a little bit larger, which was my original one. I ended up using that one when I would do dance performances and big theatrical performances. But when I was just in the pub, this was much easier because I could fit everything in my bag. So for this, I'm just going to lay it there, and this will be drying. And then when that's full, I carefully, see, I line it up like that. This is going to fall out, but line it up like that, and you can see, I think, that there's a gap so that nothing's touching. And this stacks up. Just keep stacking and stacking and stacking. And then the last one, I just put this way and tie around here and carry it out like this. And nothing smears. I had so many things smear just because I'd hold 5 at a time in my hand, and I'd go out and the wind would blow and it would blow them together, and it was just a mess. So this works well. So we'll give it a go. This is the water container that I meant to bring. It's much bigger than the other one. And this is my water container with water in it. It seems to be leaking all over. Very interesting day of filming. Where I use my paper towels not only to clean my hands and my brush, but to wipe off the mess I've made with my water container. This is not a real good plug for how handy my body easel can truly be. But this is reality setting in. I don't think I caught any of that last one. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And I think we'll see, we'll call that a day with that one. I have plenty to work from now. We'll take these back into the studio. Here is how the packing up goes. Things are a little bit in disarray. Here's my paint palette tin. Those back in. Plastic sheet goes over. This sponge, which is already wet from my leaky water container. This goes back into here. These go back into here. Okay, and it's just about in time because it's starting to rain. Dump these out. I can even just like that. Close that up. This goes in my little bag. This is wet yucky, that can go in my bag. Okay, over here, I did a double layer just in case. This is what I do with oil paintings because they're thicker. You can see that those were protected. So by this double layer, it's double thick protecting. see that? Let me make sure these are still okay. Yep, and they've had a little bit of time to dry without getting blown around. This goes on top. This goes next to that. This sits on top. There's still that air pocket between. And I tie it in both directions so that they don't slip out the side in case I get jostled by, well, usually somebody on the metro, but in this case, maybe a bear or a, I don't know, a coyote or a deer. Okay, these can just go back into my bag. If it's raining, I can slip that into my plastic bag. This goes back into here. My purple bag goes over my shoulders. My little bag goes over my shoulder. I can grab this, and this also can fit on my back like a backpack, just by tightening these up a little bit. And then I just hold this like this, or I can stack it like that and hold the whole thing. And that's it. So headed back to the studio.